stressed me out even more than I could possibly believe. Oh my god.
I wouldn't read it.
They're dead, just like my hopes and dreams. This is even harder than I could have possibly imagined. That's what she said. I'm curious to know what is actually going to win. What's up, y'all? I am Jessie on YouTube, and today I will be giving you my reaction to the Goodreads Choice Awards of 2025. This is actually going to be my first time doing a Goodreads Choice Awards reaction in all of my years of being on BookTube. Over 7 years at this point. As somebody who is coming back into the bookternet, it has been filling me with FOMO, seeing other creators that I absolutely love and adore and respect the opinions of, uploading their Goodreads Choice Award tea and opinions on the Goodreads Choice Awards, that I finally decided that this was going to be the year I gave my own reaction. It's a bit interesting because I genuinely have never had the urge to react to these awards before. But since I am getting back into the book world after taking an extended hiatus due to work and the loss of my best friend, I'm excited to do this reaction so that I can learn what is going on in the book community, and knowing that my reaction is not at all influenced by opinions of other booktubers or bookternet opinions as a whole. If you're thinking, hey, Jessie, I'm interested in your content, but this video itself really isn't for me, down below in the description box, I have links to the other recent videos that I've done. Check them out. I'm a big fan of order amidst the chaos, so I have labeled below timestamps for each category that I'm going to be covering. So if there is a particular category that you're not interested in, feel free to skip ahead. I also have the video of Steph Loves Books linked down below. Seeing her upload
Was the final straw.
I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna do the Goodreads Choice Award reaction. So I'm actually going to be filming this video and then proceeding to immediately watch Steph's video. Her videos helped me get through the loss of my mother, and while I know I will never be through or recovered from that extreme loss, it's so nice to have a beacon of light amidst the darkness. So thank you so much to Steph for being who you are. Without further delay or preamble, let's get into it. Oh yeah, you like it. You're only coming up because I'm filming. That's the only time you care about me. Damn, I'm excited. Let's get into the fiction picks. This first row, none of them are calling to me personally, I'm not gonna lie. Cursed Daughters, I have been waiting for another Oyenkhan Braithwaite for so long. I really have been completely out of the bookternet for quite some time. Y'all need to give me the tea down below. Are there any authors that on this list that you think, hey, don't read that author, you're not gonna vibe with them? I don't know the author's name's pronunciation, so feel free to correct me. Frederick Bachman is an author I have not read any books from, but I have a feeling that his friends are gonna have a terrible time. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie is an author I personally don't support, so I don't care what Dream Count is, but I know that any book that she writes is most likely gonna end up on this list. Ian McEwan wrote a book called Atonement that really changed my life. Lily King's Heart the Lover. I adore this cover, so let's see what it's about. An intimate new novel of desire, friendship, and loss, and lasting impact of first love. Historical fiction is a category I don't much care for. However, I wanted to see if there are any releases by authors that I'm particularly crazy about. Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Taylor Jenkins Reid has a new book out? That's wild. Okay, I was completely unaware of this. Why is her tail wagging? So cute. I love her. Oh, wow. So there's Good Dirt by Charmaine Wilkerson. I read Black Cake for my Patreon book club. That is her debut, and it was also made into an adaptation on Hulu, which I never got around to watching. Y'all who have seen that adaptation, do you think I would enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? And how did it live up to the book? Ooh, an affluent Black family pieces together the connection between a childhood tragedy and a beloved heirloom. Of course, I'm not going to be actually voting simply because I have not read any of these books, but this is going to be my pick for this category.
Aw, my phone is ringing. Somebody loves me.
I feel like there's a ghost hair on my lip. My lips are my best feature, so...
That would be disappointing.
For the mystery and thriller nominees, Freda McFadden, that is an author whose name sounds really familiar. Holy shit! The Crash by Freda McFadden has officially caught my eye. S.A. Cosby, King of Ashes.
My bias is showing.
Alice Feeney, Beautiful Ugly, me. Freda McFadden's The Tenant.
Okay, cover.
John Grisham, The Widow, he's still alive? You Killed Me First by John Mars. Dan Brown, he's still alive? Freda McFadden.
Girl, you need to take a break.
The Intruder. Reese Witherspoon, Gone Before Goodbye, and Harlan Coben. She finally wrote a book. Good for her. Forget Me Not by Stacey Willingham. I like the cover for Forget Me Not. It's not the kind of cover that I typically enjoy, but I fuck with it. I read A Corinne Slaughter. I think I've read 2, and quite enjoyed, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna move the camera over just a little.
Not for any particular reason, but simply because I felt like it.
Welcome to my channel.
S.A. Cosby, King of Ashes. If you've been here for a minute, you will know that I am riding the S.A. Cosby train. I just wanna flex that I was on that train before he was big, you know what I'm saying? His work has taken up so much space in my heart for so many reasons. I don't give a funk what this book is about. I'm going to read it. I know that I'm going to love it. A son returning home, dangerous debt, secrets about to ignite, a family consumed by flames. Roman Carruthers left the smoke and fire of his family's crematory business behind. Alice Feeney, I did read her debut, or rather the book that everybody was obsessed with. It was a dark thriller about a marriage and revenge. Okay.
So hear me out.
Dark thrillers where the marriage itself is the mystery and the thriller don't quite grasp me. The Tenant cover is fire. My lesbian is showing because the first thing I thought of, those of you who know, no. Lisa Jewell is an author that I personally was not impressed by, and one book was all I needed in order to form that opinion. This would be my pick as winner, based off of my own bias. Next on, we're moving to my favorite genre, romance. Kill me. The romances that I love, and the romances I hate, I hate. I have not read a Kennedy Ryan. I have not been lucky enough or privileged enough to read her work, but I'm excited to read it one day. I just have a feeling I'm not gonna be obsessed with it. I wanna give myself a chance to love it. And this cover for Can't Get Enough, if we were going to pick based off of incredible cover, this would be the one that I would pick. The Gingerbread Bakery is exactly the kind of romance that I enjoy. I only enjoy certain tropes in romance, and they are hyper specific. One of those is cozy food and baking stories. My mother was a chef, and I know that that is the root of why I find food and baking romances so beloved. Ali Hazelwood is an author that I want to read more from. I really enjoyed The Love Hypothesis, and nobody was more surprised than me. Problematic summer romance looks good. Lane Fargo is an author that I don't speak on enough, but I am obsessed with her purely based off of Temper. Oh God, what was the other one? They Never Lie, They Never Learn, which is about a woman, a queer woman who is killing men. I enjoy the trope of women killers simply because we have had male killers. I need to see something different. The psychological elements of her books are phenomenal. So often the psychological thriller component is missing from thrillers. Tension and bad feelings between a couple does not create psychological thriller, for me personally. A woman not knowing if she can trust her husband, she can't. Most people can't trust their spouses because people are not trustworthy. If it makes you happy, the cover makes me happy.
I wouldn't read it.
I have not read an Ana Huang book, but I would like to at some point. The cover of Spiral is it for me. I love these like overly simplistic, cheerful covers at times. They can be a hit or miss. This one is a hit, and it's not just because there's a black ballerina on the cover. This hits another trope that I really enjoy, which is sports romance. I'm excited to read Deep End by Ali Hazelwood because water is a trope for me that I enjoy despite being an earth sign to my core. This would be my pick for the romance genre. I'm sitting on my feet and they're dead, just like my hopes and dreams. Hi, Nookie. I think a Nook's tail is wagging just because of my voice, and it's really cute. Nookie. Akasha bear. Akasha bear. Yeah. My feet are tingling. Oh my God. Now we have Romantasy. This is one of my least read genres. I was obsessed with Romantasy as a child because as a kid, I really enjoyed fantasy. I had hopes and dreams then. Now Romantasy has taken the bookternet by storm, and I would love some Romantasy recs down below. Wow. I mean, these are some incredible covers. That is one thing that I have to give to Romantasy as a genre. Sulin Tan, I love this author.
Immortal looks fire.
As the heir to Qianxia, Lian knows she must ascend to the throne and renew her kingdom's pledge to serve the immortals who once protected them from a vicious enemy. But when she is poisoned, that's all I need to know. I'm one of the few in the book community that has not read Rebecca Yarros. Let me know if you're interested in seeing an experiment video where I read the Fourth Wing series. Senlin Yu Alchemized. This is another cover and author and story that I do find compelling. In this riveting dark fantasy debut, a woman with missing memories fights to survive a war-torn world of necromancy and alchemy. Incredible. I love memory issues as a trope, and y'all probably know why. Necromancy as a trope isn't a buzzword for me. I'm indifferent, but I am very excited, and I do like survival stories. Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I do like a werewolf story, and it's been years since I've read one, but since seeing American Werewolf in Paris, my mom loved these movies. I've been a fan. I love the cover for Our Vicious Oats by Annie Davenport. If I were picking based off of cover, I mean, this one takes the cake, Immortal takes the cake, but ultimately I stand by making Immortal by Su Lin Tan my pick. This makes me so mad. Goodreads is down. My footage came out blurry for the fantasy category, but this is my pick.
Moving on to young adult science fiction and fantasy.
I'm gonna predict that Oathbound wins, obvious reasons. Have not read Heavenly Tyrant, and I'm so excited. It's been one of my most anticipated books for quite some time. I think it might have been my most anticipated book for 2025, or rather the book that I would have picked as most anticipated had I been following the book community and the book releases. The cover for Every Spiral of Fate is gorgeous, as well as the cover for Never Ever After. Elizabeth Lim's title, I'm very, very excited for, and I dig the cover. I'm curious about what the Rose Bargain's about.
I lost interest.
Fate just isn't one of my tag words. Ooh, but Breath of the Dragon is calling to me. This is a tough one. My pick is going to be Heavenly Tyrant. The last two categories I will be covering in this film are science fiction and horror. Horror is the one that I'm the most excited for, so I'm going to get to that one last.
Ooh, I'm ready.
Science fiction is a category I absolutely adore. Love this genre. It's been one of my favorite genres since I was young, but it is one of my least read genres currently, lately, simply because the cerebral element of it is just a lot for me and where I'm at. Let me know down below your favorite sci-fi picks of 2025, especially ones that are accessible and that you think I would enjoy. This is even harder than I could have possibly imagined.
That's what she said.
Obviously, y'all know I'm interested in the merge of monsters and mainframes. Looks really, really good. The Memory Collectors, obviously, y'all know that is calling my name. That's a speculative mystery, and it involves four strangers and time travel. I love the time travel trope. Automatic Noodle, Annalie Newitt's absolutely enticed by that author. Hamajan Luck is definitely calling to my name, as well as Local Heavens. These Memories Do Not Belong to Us by Yiming Ma is also interesting to me. And obviously Death of the Author by Nnedi Okorafor. This is incredibly hard because there's a lot of authors on here that I mess with.
Wait, what am I thinking?
Dr. Nnedi Okorafor takes all. I'm curious to know what is actually going to win because I don't know what has been super buzzed. But I also know that the book with the most buzz doesn't necessarily always win. Let me know what y'all think. I would love to know your thoughts on that category especially. And finally, we have the part of the video that I am the most geeked for, and that is readers' favorite horror pick. Buffalo Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones, Bewitching by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, The Lamb by Lucy Rose.
That cover.
This stressed me out even more than I could possibly believe. Oh, Isabel Cañas is calling my name. I wasn't obsessed with Bunny. I loved it, you know what I mean? But I thought that All's Well was so much better. I know. I feel like it's sacrilege to say Bunny is so beloved, and I have a theory. Mona Awad was never planning to write a sequel to Bunny. Because of the absolute craze surrounding that book and how much it influenced people, I bet that was a part of her decision, and I fuck with that, honestly. I think it's pretty sick to write a sequel for your fans, you know? I don't think that that's you chasing money or trying to capitalize or whatever, and authors deserve to capitalize off of their intellectual property. Coffin Moon by Keith Rawson calls to me because it evokes old school 80s and other decades horror books, you know, those mass market paperbacks that are home. Grady Hendrix is an author that I'm not interested in revisiting. Andrew Joseph White's You Weren't Meant to Be Human is a book that I was like, ooh, the most. No, wait, it just clicked. Ling Ling Huang, the author of Natural Beauty. Y'all can't know how much I love that book. I just have loved it for so long. Ooh, it meant so much to me. It's like choosing between my children. And What Hunger, Stephen Graham, The Lamb, that cover alone, let's see what it's about. Margot and Mama have lived by the forest for as long as they can remember. Cottage, school, stranger at the door. Oh my God. Let's see what You Weren't Meant to Be Human is about. Alien meets Midsommar in this chilling debut adult novel from award-winning author Andrew Joseph White about identity, alien invasion, survival, rural West Virginia. Okay, what's Immaculate Conception about? What if you could enter the mind of the person you love most?
I would never do that. I would never want that for myself.
Enka meets Matilde in art school, instantly drawn to her. Ooh, we love like toxic bonding, obsession. What Hunger is a haunting coming of age tale following the daughter of Vietnamese immigrants as she grapples with the weight of generational trauma while navigating the violent power of teenage girlhood.
I'm stressed.
I'm not picking.
I know, I'm picking. That's the point of the video. The Haunting of Payne's Hollow. That's, ooh, a nail-biting supernatural horror about a haunted lakeside property and twisted family secrets. I gotta do a video reading the Goodreads choice picks for horror because I'm stressed. I want to say You Weren't Meant to Be Human, but loyalty in the fact that I keep looking at Immaculate Conception and the fact that Natural Beauty really was it for me. Immaculate Conception is winning.
I'm so glad that's over.
I love filming for y'all, but I have a lot of editing to do. Please watch my last vlog. It was me reading 4 incredible, well, 3 of them were incredible. One of them was my worst book of 2025, most likely. 4 Black Girl Magic and Horror Noir books. Por favor, because my editing was on point and I'm so proud of how that video turned out. And also the fact that I was able to read so many books in a short amount of time. I haven't been able to do that in a really long time and it feels good. I feel like that video really represents me. So if you're unsure if you want to subscribe or if you're unsure if you want to really keep up with my videos, I would watch that. I would watch that one and then make your choice. You can support me by joining my Patreon. It's called The Dinner Table. And every single Sunday, we commemorate my mother by watching an episode of her favorite show, which is Supernatural. After that, we're going to Buffy or The X-Files. We haven't voted yet. I am just kind of going with the flow. So stay tuned for that horror video, though, on the Goodreads Choice Awards. I'll see you later, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. And don't forget to watch Steph's video. It's in the description box below.